MSP Easy Tools multi-factor authentication tool. So you identified from your security report that one of your clients, one of the users in your client site is a global administrator but hasn't got MFA enabled. Or it could be you want to enable MFA on all your users in a particular tenant, and you want to do it as rapidly and as fast as you can. So all you need to do is go down to the multi-factor authentication tool button down here on the right hand side and select this client site that you're after. So let's look at a Stara and launch the MFA tool. Now it takes a few seconds, it interrogates the system, but after a couple of seconds it'll come back to you and show you a few basic settings. The first thing to check is what's the current situation on OAuth 2 authentication for that site. If it's not authenticated, if you're not using that, then you can turn it on just by clicking the button at the top. And it will then report and tell you that it's then enabled. You can click this drop down box, and then you've got these options. You can enable all MFA disabled users in one fell swoop to follow these procedures just by clicking on that list, or click all users if you want to hit them all in one go. But what we'll do is, let's just have a little look at this report. We've got Ralph here, so let's say we want to enable Ralph. Find Ralph in the list, so there he is. And at the moment you can see his current MFA status is disabled. Let's enable him. And then what we can do is force the user to re-enter the contact details, or we can actually define which way we're going to make him authenticate. So let's go that we want to go via the phone app notification. We can enforce that as a method. So you can see here it's enforced. And if you want to force the user to re-enter their contact details, you can literally just click that. So the next time that user signs into the Office 365 platform, it will force the end user to re-enter the contact information for that. Now it could also be that you have an issue with an end user that is struggling to sign in with MFA. So let's look at, for example, let's look at any MFA enabled users. So let's click on all of those MFA enabled users. At the minute you can see we've got Quinn and we've got Ralph. So let's just say we're having a problem with Ralph and he can't sign in because he can't figure out how to use the authentications, the MFA authenticator on his app, or he's changed his mobile device. What you can do is simply find Ralph and disable him, re-enable him, force the app, and then force the end user to re-enter his contact details. So the next time he signs in, MFA is now enabled. I think you'll agree that is an absolutely stupendously fast method of dealing with MFA for your end users.